Pick a color. Which one do you want?
Okay, in case you hadn't noticed, these are the tryouts for the Howdy Doody Show 2015.
You know what these are for?
I have no idea. I don't even want to guess.
These are for voting with our wine tasting party kit that we have in stock. And when everybody gets one of these, and you brown bag the wines in these Mylar bags, and then when you're ready to vote, you put it over the bottle like this, and that's the one with the most rings wins. How about that for a system, huh? You probably wish you thought of that.
You know, I really do. There's a lot of things I wish that I had thought of.
There's Jimmy Kimmel Chardonnay. No, Jimmy Kimmel Merlot. Actually, it's mostly Merlot, right?
It's mostly Merlot, yeah. It's 4 blocks because it came off of 4 different blocks of the vineyard. You know, and that's another thing that drives me crazy. People don't know what that means. Yes, I know what it means when you talk about a block of a vineyard. It's a certain block. You know, it's planted on a certain block. You know, it's a certain block of vineyard. It's probably different soil, but people don't know what that means. So it gets 4 blocks. It's like, wait, 4 blocks? It's like 4 blocks from here. You know, I can walk 4 blocks. I mean, 4 blocks from school. What does that mean?
Well, thanks for that, Ed, and thank you, and welcome to the Vintners Series from March 2015. Here with my friend Ed and co-host Ed.
Just Ed. So, kind of like Enya and Donovan.
You're complaining about corks this morning, as you usually do. And so I noticed that this Kimmel uses the amalgamated cork with the slices of regular cork at the end, so that when it touches the wine, it's just pure cork. But what happens when the wine steeps up the cork a little bit? Then you get the amalgamated cork again.
Well, I know, but I don't think it makes any difference because they use a binder that is tasteless and colorless and odorless. And this is really, really good, by the way. It's $19.99 on the shelf, $12.99.
I could not believe it when he came in and offered these wines for this price. I couldn't believe it.
Well, you know,
we did the Chardonnay last month.
It's a big secret. It comes from Mendocino County. Now, people don't know much about Mendocino County, but let me tell you something. Mendocino County makes great wines.
I love the structure of this, you know.
It's delicious. Well, it's cooler, except in inland. It's just beautifully made, though. I mean, it's got full lush in the mouth.
$19.99 on the shelf, $12.99 if you want more. The bargain at twice the price.
96 points for me.
96 for me too. It's good. Really like that. I forgot how much I liked it. Now headed to South America with the Trumpeter Chardonnay, which we did their Torrontés, right? Mm-hmm. Is that Torrontés or Torrontés? Depending if you're from.
I think it's Torrontés. I think the Argentinians pronounce it Torrontés.
And this is what I like about the Chardonnays from Argentina is they're crisp, and they don't necessarily have that Chardonnay grape flavor, but they tend to be crisp and appley and winey.
You know, but you see, they do have a Chardonnay grape flavor because Chardonnay grapes taste like green apple. You know, and it's the other ones that taste like, you know, too much vanilla, which is oak, or too much spice, which is oak, or
that's good.
You know,
they tend to be leaner, they tend to be crisper, and it's taken a while for the South American Chardonnays to catch up to that because they were kind of hard to drink when they first came out. Well, when Sauvignon Blanc was doing so well from down there.
This is really delicious. This has probably very little oak on it. An absolutely delicious bottle of wine. $22.99 on the shelf, $11.99, and the reorder price. And with that kind of component,
it says here peach and pineapple. I agree with that. But my eyes are good. I just got them checked. I can see that.
That's really good.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it. I can't read it, but I can see it. I can read Chardonnay 2011 and. You know.
That's an Pasternak. Remember Roberto Pasternak? Remember that guy?
Oh, man.
That's not him, though, right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you want some Chardonnay? It's over here in vat number 2. Oh, you want some Viognier? Same vat.
Yeah. Different spigot. Okay, so anyway, I'm doing a 94. What are you doing?
I went 95 because I like it being Argentinian.
$11.99, great price.
Now, these are our friends from... they brought us that Mencia. That's not Mencia. They brought us that. Now, they've started bringing their own wines from their own vineyards. And this was a Tempranillo they brought. This is the only place in America you can get this wine right now.
Hey, it is Spanish.
And I will say, I think they're husband and wife. This woman.
Why, are they fighting a lot?
Yeah. She is, she's pretty good looking. And she wore this dress the other day to sell the wine, you know. And Sandra saw her, my wife. She says, "Does she always dress like that when she comes to visit the Wine a Month Club?" I go, "Yeah, pretty much." But she's an anchor or some sort in the Vegas Spanish market, and her husband brings in wine. Very nice couple. And this is they're the ones I told you that decided they were going to bring in a container their first time. And right?
They're lucky they're still in business.
They sold it all, and this is their second shipment. And I just
I tell you, I mean that Spanish Eye Verdeo I just loved last month. You know, is that my Spanish Eye? And I think it's delicious. Oh no, it's this that's my Spanish Eye. I keep forgetting, you know. Anyway,
because this is unoaked Tempranillo, and you get all these great, wonderful berry flavors.
And it's a 2013 too, so it hasn't been around very long. And 2013 was a very difficult vintage in Europe, especially obviously in France and Bordeaux, where it was wiped out, and parts of Italy. But this is a delicious wine, nicely done,
really good.
You know, one of the things that you get from young wines that have just been bottled, and obviously this is one of them, is you get almost that fermentation smell. Like it hasn't quite finished malolactic. It just has none of that.
Right.
This doesn't have any of that. That's nice, clean, crisp. You know, it's just...
No, but there's something in the nose that sort of suggests either the terroir, sort of a grassiness, sort of a hay nose.
That's the grape. But, you know, Tempranillo is one of my favorite grapes in the world. I mean, I think it's just phenomenal, and I love him, and I'm giving this a 96. So
yeah, I'll go 96, too. I have something coming up for you that I think you're really going to like next month.
It's about
I sure hope you like it, Ed, because that's really what I'm up against.
I know.
That's all I really want. Actually, Ed's happy.
Well, you know, it's about time. That's all I got to say.
So our friends from Thornton. Now, Temecula is you know what? They can never, for some reason, they're not getting the accolades, or they get local accolades, of course, but they can't seem to get wine accolades, and it's because things are inconsistent down there. But these guys are very consistent. Pretty good, you know. And the winemaker comes in here.
Who was the first winery down in Temecula? Many know.
Culberson.
Callaway.
Right.
Way before everybody else, and their wines were consistently terrific. They were really good. Then a drove of people went down there because they could drive from San Diego, they could drive from Orange County and even LA County and go to a wine country. And they opened all these wineries, and most of them were awful.
Try to get off the freeway there at Highway 79 now.
Why?
Because it's always slammed, because the city planners did a horrible job of engineering that. But this, you know, he came into the day winemaker. You know, they tend to be overpriced because at the winery you get top dollar, so people drive up and they go through the experience and they get wine. But
this is like, what, $40 at the winery or some nonsense? Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
So it's $25.99 on the shelf in general. It's $11.99 here. But you know what? If that thing sits on your tongue, all these flavors are coming out.
You know, it's really interesting. For those of you that are members of both the Vintners and the Classic, when you taste this against the Oak Grove, you're going, this is the same grape?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, yes, there are some similarities, but it takes you a while. I mean, this is just shockingly
I get cinnamon in this. I got all kinds of spice.
Gobs.
And it's got a weightiness to it compared to the Oak Grove. And that's just because it's different parts of the country.
Well, it's different winemaking style too. Right. You know, I mean, this is obviously a riper grape, so it's got more oomph to it. You know, but it has the acidity to finish nice and clean and crisp.
You know, I think you're right. I think he sells this for $39. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I put $26 up here, but I thought if it was $26 at the market, I'd be happy with that if I bought it for that. But I think it's $39.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it is.
It's a great value though for Viognier, and a great opportunity to taste what Temecula can do. Because I can tell you, like when we did that Salerzo, I wonder if it's here actually.
Oh my God, let's not go through. Oh.
The 1988 Salerzo Petit Syrah Nouveau.
Oh my God!
Where's the vintage?
I'm not drinking that with your dad. I don't care.
Great bottle of wine. 89, couldn't drink it. Absolutely couldn't drink it. It was horrible. And that's kind of the way it goes.
But no, that was also Vince Salerzo.
Yeah. Anyway, that's Vintners Series.
2015 for March. Hey, my birthday month.
Oh, great. We'll make sure I have a cake for you, Ed.
Yeah, thank you. A kick or a cake? I didn't quite get that.